Moderator, Mrs. Kadeen Forbes, Mrs. Venetia Forbes, Territorial Education Officer, Quality Education Circle. Did I say Mrs. Margaret? I'm so sorry. Quality Education Circle 27. For my colleague principals who are here to support, I acknowledge you. Other members of the clergy who are here, our musicians, family members, students, colleagues of the Warsop Primary and Infant School, friends. It has warmed my grieving heart to see that you have come together as we bid our final farewell to our Miss CYNTHIA. Legally called Miriam Nicole GENAS. And she would say, why? My mother never just call me Nicole. Our Member of Parliament, Mrs. Dalrymple Filbert, sends her condolences to the family and apologized for her absence. She would have loved to be here, but had a previous engagement. This loss was or is as devastating as it was surprising. I know many of us expressed shock when we felt when we heard the news. So many of us in this congregation can recall seeing a vibrant CYNTHIA just a few weeks ago. I do not want to take away from Bishop Brian's ministry, but truly, we do not know when our time will come. In reflecting on the life and work of Miss CYNTHIA, I will highlight her dedication to family, loyalty, and her loved ones, and willingness to lend a helping hand. Miriam, Miss CYNTHIA GENAS, was born on the 5th of May, 1974, to Miss Hyacinth Lawrence, Miss Lovey, and Rudolph GENAS. Yes, we lost her just a few days of her 51st birthday. We like to throw around the term gone too soon at funerals, just for the sake of it. But this one is truly gone too soon. CYNTHIA, as she preferred to be called, grew up in Wilson Valley.
CYNTHIA, as she prefers to be called, grew up in Wilson Valley, Trelawney, with her brothers Richie and Mervyn. Mervyn predeceased her. As a child, she enjoyed playing and taking care of animals. I don't think I've ever seen my mom like this before, so bear with us. The formative years of her education came through learning by discovery, as she was mostly out of school. I remember Miss CYNTHIA painfully telling me, when we did young, we didn't want a pretty girl. So pretty. Some people from Acton Betty were so smitten, they literally took her back with them after asking her mother for the pretty little girl. She shared with close family of her times in St. Elizabeth were actually filled with hard labor. She referred to herself as a yard gal, but she would be dressed up and presented every Saturday for church, often saying, if they had sent me to school as much as they sent me to church, then me wouldn't dare so. Then added, me don't know why mama did give me away. She returned to Wilson Valley in 1990, where she made memories for the remainder of her years.
As Miss CYNTHIA blossomed into adulthood, she honed her craft as a cook and homemaker, not just in her own home, but several homes here in the community of Warsop. She spent some time in Kingston working in a garage and as a living domestic helper. I can say for my own family that she came into our lives initially caring for my late mother-in-law, and over the years she morphed into my sister, confidant, caregiver for my children, and so much more. In 2018, the Warsop Primary and Infant School had the pleasure of welcoming Miss Cynthia and staff. She started in custodial services, then transferred over to working in the canteen, where she found her niche. I, for one, will never forget her fried chicken and porridge. Hands down, Miss Cynthia makes the best porridge of any kind. Miss Cynthia would always say to me, Miss, you want to come back and clean your office. Want to come clean up the place. The window they want clean. Your office full of cobweb. Miss Cynthia would make anything clean. Before I get to her passing, I want to share some things about her so that you can appreciate how special she was. Miss Cynthia loved to dress up, especially in her shorts and sneakers or slippers. She loves a good pair of slippers. She loved to travel. I remember during the COVID-19 lockdown, when Cynthia came back the house well dressed, and I said to Cynthia, where are you going? She said, Buff Bay, I'm going to look for the family from the house here. I get some nice mangoes for me and you. I said, where? Cynthia, Buff Bay, I brought syrup for coffee, you know. Nobody can go in. She said, I don't even know. Bulby, yes, Bulby, not Buff Bay. I said, you know, call them. She smiled and said, Miss Mysterious. Not long after that, Cynthia came back to the house another time, claiming that she had run one town and come back. When I asked, where are you going? Greenwich Farm. I didn't quickly, but then I'm going to meet me downtown. I smiled and I said, tell you what, when you come back, quarantine yourself. Why you choose to go to them place there? Her reply, Miss, you're afraid of COVID, man. I had a student submit to me one sentence to describe Miss Cynthia. And this is what most of them came up with. She was kind. She always affixed me clothes. She was loving. She loves to talk to me. She gives me enough food when I go back.
That's right.
She loves to hug me. She takes care of us. Her colleagues wrote, I remember her warm smile, and she always said, go on up, Miss fixing up your lunch. She will ensure that I am laughing by saying, Miss, now let you go home, for you come to take over. She even took over the lunch hour concert with her dancing skills. I miss her. Seeing her on the hospital bed broke my heart. Another one wrote, I remember one day I gave Miss Cynthia a blouse, a white one, to be exact. One Monday morning, we were having our usual chit-chat before I went to my class, and she headed to the kitchen. She said, Miss, you wear the blouse Saturday go at town with a shorts. And Miss, you want to see how it fit me. I said to her, Cynthia, you wear the blouse I give you with shorts, and me a Christian. She laughed and touched me on my shoulder and said, Miss, know yourself, and you are wearing it. Another wrote, the life of the party. A very good lady. And another stated that she brightened every room, and her infectious laughter will forever be etched in our memories. It was about 2 months ago when Miss Cynthia kept telling me about this pain in her neck. She had some mild swelling and cough. But we thought that she could get through. Nothing, we thought, she couldn't overcome. I remember telling her, Cynthia, change your pillow too big. I eat a crook your neck. She was admitted to the hospital hospital for evaluation. And after a short battle with her neck swelling rapidly worsening, she succumbed to her illness. Acute lymphoma, a very aggressive type of cancer, an utter shock to us all. She took her last breath on April 8, 2025. Cynthia loved deeply. She especially loved her mom, Miss Lovey, always going above and beyond to make sure that her mother and stepfather, Mass S, were well taken care of. Miss Cynthia took pride in her children and grandchildren. She was looking forward to being central in Nalani's life. She was loyal like no other, jovial, always offering to help, kind-hearted, and very hardworking. Maya have lost a lifelong partner. Fabian has lost a mother, as well as Tony and Dimitri. A grandmother to Shaniqua and Nalani. Stepmother to Tyreek, Markel, Keisha, Malik, Jermaine, Devin, and Whitney. Sister to Richie, Mervyn, Marva, Roy, and Faith. An aunt, a niece, a co-worker, a cousin, dear friend to Serena, Marcia, and Kim, and so many more. The family of our beloved Miss Cynthia would like to express our sincere gratitude during this most difficult time. However you would have supported us, we thank you very, very much. Go well, my friend. Go well. Thank you.
I'm going to share one quick memory of Miss Cynthia that I don't think she wants me to share this one, but I think I have to. It was 2 Christmases ago. My mom, she's not a drinker, maybe like half a stones and that's it. But she goes to 1 or maybe 2 dances a year down in the hills. I don't know if you've seen her. But 2 Christmases ago, I don't know who gave Miss Symmetry for Magnum. What time did I get there? Maybe around 9. I think she was out by 11. Mass Clive was actually carrying her out. Miss Cynthia said, Miss Symmetry, it just happened. But what really impressed me, the loyalty that Miss Cynthia had for my dear mother. By the time I got home, I was like, Mommy, you alright? You feel better? It was actually Miss Cynthia that answered me, yeah, man, she just had laid down, Miss Cynthia around, we make her some tea. She alright, but she did not to give away too much, but that's the type of bond, and that's how well she took care of my mom. Yes. So, you know, Miss Smith has been in churches and she hosts many events, and this one is for her and for a lot of us. Go on, Miss Cynthia.